जमलेल्या माझ्या तमाम हिंदू बांधवांनो भगिनींनो मातांनो,
Good evening and welcome. You're watching Breaking Views with me, Sanket Upadhyay, a show where we get you all the views so that you get the complete picture. For the first time in over half a century, a unique thing is going to happen in Mumbai. Shiv Sena is going to have two Dussehra rallies. The iconic Shiv Sena rally will be now held in two different places. One at the very same place where it has been held for the past half a century, 50 plus years. And a new rally at the Bandra Kurla complex by the Chief Minister, who now claims, I am the real Shiv Sena. Now this battle we saw, battle for Maharashtra, but could this be a precursor? You know, the Dussehra rally is just a trailer of the real contest, the big battle for Mumbai, which is the BMC elections. Let's take you through what we are trying to say. Basically, dual Dussehra rally for the first time. Uddhav Thackeray holding his Dussehra rally at Shivaji Park. Eknath Shinde holding it at the rally ground in BKC. And this is a tussle over who's the real Shiv Sena. Let me quickly tell you what Eknath Shinde, the Maharashtra Chief Minister, has told NDTV. He says, I'm taking forward Balasaheb Thakray's legacy. We are getting people's support. Lakhs of people will join us. Will fight BMC elections in alliance with the BJP. This is a natural alliance with the BJP, and we are learning that a lot of buses, people are, in fact, MLAs have been given targets that you should get more and more people so that the ground looks full. Uddhav Thackeray says nothing wrong should happen with the tradition of Dussehra rally. Workers have to take care of the rally. Hope state government fulfills its responsibilities. No matter what they do, they won't be able to defeat us in the BMC election. So as you can see, the stage is set. This Dussehra rally is just a trailer. The real contest is the BMC election to stake claim. And the reason why we keep saying the BMC, because this is what Shiv Sena has ruled. It's the richest municipality and has been a Shiv Sena stronghold for a very, very long time. And now with the tussle on what is the real Shiv Sena, which is the real Shiv Sena, that's where the battle comes from. Just to give you a sample of the Shiv Sena numbers, there are 55 Shiv Sena MLAs in the Maharashtra Assembly, 40 are part of the Shinde camp, there are 18 Shiv Sena MPs in the Lok Sabha, 12 MPs are in the Shinde camp. So that is Shiv Sena in the numbers, but you see these are numbers of people already elected. The real electoral contest is going to happen now, post the Dussehra rally in the BMC elections. Which faction of the Shiv Sena will prove mighty and will win or take control over the BMC? I would want to start this program by inviting Priyanka Chaturvedi, Rajya Sabha MP and leader of the Shiv Sena. Thank you very much, Ms. Chaturvedi, for joining us. We have seen this bitter contest. It played out earlier this year, and now for the first time an electoral contest will happen. The Chief Minister of Maharashtra says, I am the Shiv Sena and my rally is going to prove the numbers that I am the real Shiv Sena. Do you feel that this is a weird sort of a challenge that Uddhav Thackeray is going to face?
No, it's almost become laughable, the claims that Mr. Shinde keeps making every other day. Let me first begin by correcting you. There are not going to be two Shiv Sena rallies in Mumbai. There's going to be only one Shiv Sena rally in Mumbai, which happens every year, year on year, since past 5-6 decades at Shiv Tirth, Shivaji Park, Dadar. The other rally that you all are talking about is the Shinde Janata Party. I call them the Shinde Janata Party because they are the B team of Bharatiya Janata Party. They were engineered, they were mobilized, they were bought over support just to come to power. Now, secondly, with regards to the situation that arises, there are lots of videos floating around which clearly show that they are trying to gather crowds from every part of Maharashtra, especially from Nagpur. So they can continue to do that. We will continue to do what we do, and we will hear our party leader Shri Uddhav Thackeray, and the Mumbai High Court has categorically, even if you look at the judgment and the verdict from the Mumbai High Court with regards to who really is the claimant of Shiv Sena, has categorically proved that the verdict as far as Mumbai High Court is concerned, and sooner or later we'll hear it in the Supreme Court as well as the Election Commission.
Yeah, I mean, I get that point, Ms. Chaturvedi, but the thing is that do you feel that this is a show of strength with the intention to convince people in Mumbai that the real Shiv Sena is the one with Eknath Shinde? And that is why you see this grand effort being put. And it is also a sort of a prestige battle for you. After all, if you look at the two teasers that have been released, same symbol used, Shiv Sena's iconic name, Bala Saheb Thackeray, and his old speeches and his old references, the flag, the people, the context remains the same. It's just that everything is split into two.
No, actually, again, the context does not remain the same. You cannot take away a party's legacy, and you cannot take away what Shiv Sena has stood for just because you want the perks of power. You wanted to be a chief minister and you wanted to be part of treachery. So there's two different things. Shiv Sena, led by Bala Saheb Thackeray ji, or whether we look at Anand Saheb Dighe, which are the two names Mr. Shinde keeps invoking, none of them have ever spoken about being treacherous to your own party. Neither one of them have done that. We have seen many such breakaway factions emerge out of Shiv Sena, but this is the first party, which is the first faction, which is the Shinde Janata Party, which is claiming to have own Shiv Sena. But that is again for the courts to prove. And I can just tell you one thing. If someone was to go by the argument of the 10th schedule as well as the anti-defection law, the constitutional bench would not have had taken so much of time to be able to decide who Shiv Sena belongs to. But however, we respect this, the entire ongoing process in the Supreme Court. We respect what the Election Commission is duty bound to do. But we are very clear we will emerge victorious because truth shall prevail.
Do you think, Ms. Chaturvedi, that there is a bit of a crisis that will present itself as far as the symbol is concerned? This rally is one thing, but eventually there will be an electoral contest. And with both sides claiming that they are the real Shiv Sena, who will retain the symbol, who will go to the people as the real Shiv Sena? All of this is a matter which is still unresolved.
It is unresolved because the Election Commission and the Supreme Court both will have to take a decision. Those people who are claiming to be the real Shiv Sena are the ones who stand to be suspended once the Supreme Court verdict comes out. So this entire argument of Shiv Sena, who it belongs to, is null and void. However, the Election Commission will take note, and that is a practice that they will have to take note, are the number of members as well as the cadre who have stood behind a political party. Just by taking away 40 MLAs and taking away some 12 odd MPs, does not a political party make 10th schedule makes it very clear. Political party, legislative party, as well as the parliamentary party are three separate units. Now, if you even look at the Election Commission report, Election Commission, how do they decide the proof of majority? By the number of party membership who abide by who have signed on the leadership question. So that is also very clear. So it's a matter of time. And we are willing to hear it out and wait it out because, like I said, truth shall prevail. And if India is a constitutional democracy, then we will end up winning this battle as much as they might try to muddle the water here.
Okay, my final question, Ms. Chaturvedi, before I let you go. Do you feel the BMC elections, where Mumbai has basically reposed faith in the Shiv Sena and with Uddhav Thackeray at the helm, will continue to do so when the elections happen?
Yes, I'm very certain because I have said this time and again. In the good times or the bad times, in the city's highs or its lows, election or no election, people have stood by Shiv Sena and Shiv Sena has stood by the people of the city. And that is why every 5 years, despite all the, things that we hear, the things that are debated, discussed, we end up winning the confidence of the people of Mumbai. And last but not the least, I must tell you, it is not just the party cadre which is wanting to teach this treachery a lesson and rest this kind of treacherous behavior for once and for all. It is also the people of Mumbai who are wanting to respond to a person who betrayed a political party, and not just a political party, brought down our chief minister who truly belonged to Mumbai and was working for the welfare of Maharashtra, who was doing a good job, whether during COVID or during trying to, safeguard the economic stress that was coming with it, and try to upset the entire, running of the government, will be taught a lesson.
Sure. Priyanka Chaturvedi, many thanks for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kiran Pavaskar is a spokesperson of the Shinde camp and a former MLC is with us. Rohit Chandavarkar, senior journalist from Maharashtra. Abhishek Tripathi, leader of the BJP, and Jayant Menkar is also a senior journalist. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. Kiran Pavaskar ji, we just heard.
Thank you.
We just heard Priyanka Chaturvedi, who says that there are no two rallies. कोई दो रैली नहीं हो रही है शिवसेना की, एक ही रैली है और वो शिवाजी पार्क में हो रही है, बिल्कुल वैसे ही जैसे कि पिछले 50 वर्षों से होती आई है। तो आप जो कर रहे हैं वो आप शिवसेना की रैली नहीं कर रहे हैं।
सर, उसमें एक ही सिंपल और एक ही सेंटेंस मैं आपको बोल सकता हूं। वो उन्हें क्या लगता है वो उन्होंने बोल दिया है, बट मुझे लगता है ऐसा कि कांग्रेस के पास कांग्रेस पार्टी है लेकिन कांग्रेस को अध्यक्ष नहीं है, एंड शिवसेना के पास शिवसेना का प्रमुख है लेकिन शिवसेना कोई पार्टी बची नहीं है। अगर आपके पास कोई आते हैं कोई काम करने के लिए है तो 40 एमएलएज एक साथ निकल जाते हैं, 12 एमपीज निकल जाते हैं, तो जो चुन के आए उनके पास बचे कौन? ये रैली किसके लिए है? ये रैली सिर्फ दिखावे के लिए है या विद द हेल्प ऑफ राष्ट्रवादी और कांग्रेस का क्राउड लेके आप रैली कर रहे हैं?
मेरा सवाल दूसरा है। देखिए, आपके ऊपर आरोप लग रहा है कि ये आप आर्टिफिशियली रैली में लोग बढ़ाने के लिए पूरे महाराष्ट्र भर से लोगों को आपने टारगेट दे दिया कि ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि हमने एकदम खचाखच भर दिया बीकेसी ग्राउंड, इस वजह से बस में भर भर के पूरे महाराष्ट्र से लोगों को लेकर के आओ। लगना चाहिए बीएमसी चुनाव से पहले कि माहौल बन गया। आपको लगता है आप माहौल बनाने में लगे हुए हैं?
नहीं सर, एक बात जाहिर सी है, अगर लोक प्रतिनिधि ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो चुन के आए हैं वो अगर शिंदे साहब के साथ है तो लोक प्रतिनिधि को हर एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट से लोग, उनके पदाधिकारी या उनके मेंबर्स उनको बोलते हैं अगर रैली वहां पर है, आप शिंदे साहब के साथ है तो हमें भी आपके साथ आना है। ये नेचुरल सी बात है। कोई एमपी हो तो एमपी को भी बोल देंगे कि हमें तो आपके साथ आने हैं, तो उनको मुंबई तक लाने की जिम्मेदारी उनकी है, उनको भी नेक्स्ट टाइम उनके वहां से चुन के आने हैं। तो लाने की या जबरदस्ती से किसी को ला नहीं रहे। और रही बात एक है कि लोकप्रियता क्या होती है, वो शिंदे साहब ने दिखाई है। शिंदे साहब हर एक जगह पे जाकर जो मुंबई में महाराष्ट्र में काम कर रहे, वो प्रीवियस जो सीएम थे वो घर के बाहर कभी निकले नहीं है। उन्होंने वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग करके बहुत सारे मीटिंग्स लिए हैं। इन्होंने एग्जैक्टली मंत्रालय में भी मुझे नहीं लगता है 2.5 साल के अंदर 6 मंथ भी उन्होंने मंत्रालय यूज किया है।
देखिए, ये सब बातें अपनी
तो
जगह,
सवाल कहाँ आता है?
और ये जो दशहरा की रैली है अपनी जगह। रोहित चंदावरकर, डू यू फील दैट दीज टीजर्स दैट हैव बीन रिलीज्ड टुडे ऑफ द रैली टुमारो are actually the Dussehra rally itself is a teaser. The real movie is BMC elections, and that's where the real prestige battle will be fought.
सर, उसमें
the first electoral contest ever since this coup. Rohit Chandavarkar.
Sanket, it's not just a movie. It is going to be a web series. A 52 or 100 episode web series. I might say, because as you can see, the teaser is being released. Buses are being booked. We are hearing, like you mentioned, about close to 4,000 buses have been booked to bring people here. That's nothing new. That is being done by Shiv Sena earlier, previous rallies. That's been done by NCP. All parties do that. The new part here, of course, like you mentioned, is unprecedented situation where we have 2 Shiv Sena rallies on the same day. Mumbaikars a little scared about whether they should get out of their homes. Thankfully, it's a public holiday, so they may not get out of their homes and they can afford to do that tomorrow. The next part, of course, is, how this leads to not just the BMC, but 14 municipal corporations across Maharashtra, 25 district councils, Jilla Parishad elections, all happening together, maybe around end of November, December. Election Commission has to decide the day. Then, of course, the crucial part coming, which is another episode of this web series, you can call it, so to speak.
Who is the real Shiv Sena? Who keeps the
election commission's decision about who will use what symbol, and the prediction is that maybe the bow and arrow symbol may be taken away from both of them, and some other symbol may be given. And of course, the biggest, kind of climax to this web series, as I call it, is going to be the Supreme Court verdict on which is the real Shiv Sena. The next point is, of course, this is, the game of perception, because you have covered politics long enough. I have covered it for about 3 decades. We know that perception is very important, and whether you look at national politics or state level politics, it's all about perception, because the common voter has the tendency to kind of follow the herd. That is what we have seen in politics. So if he sees, he or she, they say, they see that, this side has the majority with them, they have the herd mentality of kind of following that side and towards that side. This is a very crucial factor, the herd mentality among the common people of India. That's what is being targeted right now, and that's the perception game that is going to be played tomorrow at Shivaji Park and BKC.
तो आपको लगता है, मैं एक सेकंड किरण पावस्कर जी के पास वापस जाना चाहता हूं. किरण जी, अभी रोहित चंदावरकर जी का ये कहना है ये पिक्चर नहीं है, ये अब तो वेब सीरीज, ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म पर चलने वाली वेब सीरीज, जिसके कई एपिसोड जो हैं वो एक के बाद एक आएंगे. आपको लगता है कि ये सारी लड़ाई अब आगे वर्चस्व कायम करने को लेकर के है, एब्सोल्यूट डोमिनेंस, टू प्रूव दैट यू आर द ओनर और यू होल्ड द लेगेसी? किरण जी, मेरी आवाज आ रही है? किरण जी, किरण पावस्कर, let's quickly fix that audio and quickly come back. Jayant Mainkar is a senior journalist, also now joins us. But Abhishek Tripathi, I want to come to you now. You see, the Uddhav Thackeray faction says that actually, let's put Mr. Abhishek Tripathi on screen, please. Mr. Tripathi, okay, I believe we don't have him too. Can we please have him on screen, please, so that I can ask a question? Mr. Tripathi, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Yes, hi. My question to you is that the allegation over here is that it's not Eknath Shinde who's going to hold this rally tomorrow, or it's not Eknath Shinde who's going to stake claim over the Shiv Sena. There is a vested interest of the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is more than willing to pump resources, energy and might into making this enterprise successful.
I don't know why such question comes up every time.
No, of course it will come.
This is happening for last few months, and also especially since the time Uddhav Thackeray had taken note in 2019 that the government will fall, and it actually fell. Mr. Eknath Shinde, with a group of 40 people and few more member parliaments, left that Shiv Sena which Uddhav Thackeray claims to be. Now he is also claiming that his Shiv Sena is the real one. The matter is sub judice. The matter is in election commission. Very soon we'll come to know who has the election symbol, because I also want to add up that next month on 3rd of November there is a by-election of MLA assembly in Mumbai's one seat. So that has to be taken by the election commission decision. So we will come to know very soon which is the real Shiv Sena, or in fact who has the real symbol. Now coming to your question that BJP is behind and helping with all the resources, baseless. When you have 40 MLAs, when you have 10 independent MLAs, when you have more than 8 member parliaments, Lok Sabha member parliaments, and few Raj Sabha. So I think they are more than sufficient. They are more than capable of doing it. It's their first rally at BKC. I don't see any reason why they need any help from BJP. That what we know and what we see, and we are in the coalition government with them right now as we speak. They are more than capable of holding their own rally, but definitely with them, not with any resources, not with any other extra help or anything that we are providing them. We are very much there to support them. It's their first rally of Dussehra. Now, every time this kind of question comes that BJP is supporting, we are in coalition, but we are not supporting as a government. It's their individual rally. It's their faction of Shiv Sena.
Sure. I think we'll also have to see how the dynamics will play out in the BMC elections.
Yes.
Who's going to be the big brother? Who's going to? I mean, what is your equation with Eknath Shinde going to be ahead of the BMC elections, how the seat sharing will be done. That all
It's
will
true.
be very crucial.
Yes.
Whether
yes.
you be the big brother or they will be the big brother, these dynamics have to be understood. Jayant Menkar, do you feel, quickly, Jayant Menkar, what is your assessment? I mean, these rallies are definitely going to prove a point, both for Uddhav Thackeray as well as Eknath Shinde. Their reputations are at stake.
See, Sanket, your question which you asked to Abhishek Tripathi was perfect. You know, actually BJP is always behind all these rallies. In fact, they are getting it done so that systematically BJP is trying to get rid of the last regional party, which in NDA they had the first. And now they are getting rid of Shiv Sena. Already they have got defeated Akali Dal. Nitish Kumar has left. And they want to break even Uddhav Thackre's, you can say, the home turf, the ground from where it grew. Actually, and for that they are trying to portray Eknath Shinde. Now, in Indian political diaspora, we need to accept that nepotism works out whether we agree it or not. But whosoever may be the Congress president, the Gandhis will have their say. Like that, all the regional parties are surviving because of their family patriarchs or their children. So obviously, Balasaheb Thackeray, led Balasaheb Thackeray, had a 56-year-old record of holding these rallies. And will the Shiva Sainik, who had the habit of going to listen only Thackeray's, will go just because they are saying now that Thackeray has left so-called Hindutva, so we are going to Shinde. Will they accept it? Now, this will be seen even in next elections or whatever that earlier speaker had said. Yes, it will be seen. But this is the more crux, and BJP wants to get rid of that. In fact, what is your question is perfect. Not only that, in media it is stated that 10 crore has been spent. This is the allegation by Shinde camp to bring all the Shiv Sainik from all parts of Maharashtra via state transport. And this is the allegation even in social media and media everywhere. So they are desperately trying.
No, I mean, it is very easy to confirm this allegation. No, those buses are definitely going to come somewhere. So if they are Rohit Chandavarkar, if the state machinery has been used for a party event, then it will be quite visible for everyone to see. After all, those buses are going to come to the venue, no?
Yeah, Sanket, just a small detail is that, one of the ministers in Shinde government today held a small press conference in Aurangabad, and he announced that he has booked 400 buses. These happen to be state transport buses, but a minor clarification from their side
in a private capacity.
They have booked in a private capacity apart from private vehicles and private buses. So they are showing it on record. They have put posters of Shinde on those state transport buses, close to 4,000 state transport and private buses together, plus private vehicles. One interesting detail is there is a multi-thousand crore highway connecting Mumbai and Nagpur called Samruddhi Highway, which is yet to be inaugurated. It seems that all these vehicles were, traveling on that highway today. So that's become a controversy in Vidarbha and Marathwada region, because from Jalna district onwards towards Mumbai, a multi-thousand crore highway which is not being inaugurated, not open for public yet, was opened for Shinde faction vehicles, thousands of vehicles. That is the new allegation that I heard this evening, and many other allegations. But like I said earlier, this is going to be a game of perception. Mumbai happens to be the home of Bollywood. It's all about show business. Tomorrow we are hearing about spectacular fireworks that are going to take place before the event.
No, which event? Now I'll have to, which event? Shivaji Park event or BKC
event? One more detail is there's going to be a new technology hydraulic lift which is going to be used to kind of bring Shinde from either from below the the stage or from above somewhere.
Full cinema mode, huh?
Like Michael Jackson show that happened in 1995 in Mumbai, when Michael Jackson was actually lifted from beneath somewhere to the stage, and everything was spectacular. Those kinds of graphics and those kinds of event management skills are being used. This is of course going to be a big day for Mumbaikars. my advice to most of your viewers living in Mumbai would be to not venture out afternoon onwards. That's
Sure.
second half of the day.
Sure.
There's
Okay.
going to be huge traffic
But
jams, etc.
apart from these
we hope that
advisories,
it's
the
going to
point
be
is that this
peaceful.
is, as you said just a short while ago, a trailer picture abhi baki hai. The real picture is BMC elections and many, many, many more things from symbol
Episode.
downwards. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. Short break at this moment on Breaking Views, but news and updates.